Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your September the 22nd Spiritual Principle Day in a meditation. I greet you this morning. I hope you're doing well. The title of today's meditation, The Value of Empathy. Empathy means we get each other. We see the hidden darkness and love and hurt, and we understand. Living Clean, Chapter 5, Fellowship. As newcomers, we often were suspicious when NA members told us, I get you, after we shared. When someone said, I've been there, we thought, no way anyone has been through what I've been through. Even scarier is when someone says, I see you. If someone can see me, then they know how horrible I am. A lot of us reject empathy at first because we misinterpreted it as sympathy, like someone feeling sorry for us. What we begin to understand as we keep coming back is that our fellow NA members are feeling our pain with us. We get each other. Our situations and experiences may be different, even unique, but our suffering is not. All of us come to our first NA meeting having fought to keep our addiction going and having lost that fight. Over time, the value of empathy is revealed. After we surrender to the fact that we belong in NA, it is others' empathy that makes us feel safe enough to accept help. We learn we don't have to hide. We can remove the mask we've been wearing, whether it's one projecting intimidation, righteousness, innocence, or invisibility. We can allow ourselves to be seen below the surface and accept that others do understand us. And in turn, we start to identify and empathize with other addicts in the room. Being understood can be scary in a different way, too, because we witness people who've been through situations similar to ours who have taken positive action. They are clean and they are taking responsibility for their lives, their relationships, and their choices. Allowing their empathy to affect us helps us to let go of the depth of our hurt and to see a path forward. Eventually, eventually we feel grateful that we get to do that. Accepting others' empathy brings relief. Although we get each other's darkness and hurt, we also feel each other's love and joy. We certainly do get each other, and it's based not only on our wreckage, but on how we deal with it. Let's acknowledge that too. I acknowledge that feeling seen and understood has helped me to heal. That's why today I'm going to be open to other addicts identifying with me and relating to me. I know I am not alone. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Isn't that powerful? The value of empathy. And it just hits the nail on the head, right? When I was a newcomer and people seemed to be caring to me, I didn't receive that. I thought they were being fake. I thought that they were just saying what they had been taught to say to every newcomer. I didn't feel that it was genuine. But as time went on, I could see that they were sharing out of their own experience the love and the joy that they had for newcomers coming finally into recovery. And it was genuine. And when I got to experience seeing newcomers come into the meeting for the first time, or even this one was really deep for me, seeing someone that had been there longer than I had relapse and watch them drag themselves into a meeting and take their key tags and throw them into the seventh tradition container and then announce that they had relapsed and they wanted to recommit and receive just for the day a white key tag again. Watching that and oftentimes being able to see in their physical presence bruises on their body, burnt lips, burnt fingertips, being able to actually see with my eyes the harm that they had caused themselves by relapsing, it just warmed my heart. I was very empathetic. I didn't feel sympathy for them. You made a decision to go back out. But there was a part of my humanness, a part of my heart that was very empathetic. I could see and feel their pain. And so when I said, welcome back, I meant that. When I hugged them, and they know that their body odor was really intense and they had just got out the streets, right? They didn't want anyone that close to them, but they allowed me to hug them. And I felt honored to be able to hug them. So I get this, definitely. I get and understand how it is when you don't believe that it's empathy and you feel like people are just patronizing you or sympathetic. Nobody has to do that. And if you're thinking that, I just want to let you know, nobody has to do that. We do it because we want to. And we sincerely understand. We see you, we get it. We know. You don't even have to really open your mouth about all that you've been through. We know what we go through out there, right? And so I really enjoyed this today. And that we can also share our joy. We can see sometimes that when people do share and we have similarities in the things that we experience and they've chosen to recover just as much as if they choose not to, but they've chosen recovery and to change things around and make their life better. They made a 160 turn, right? And went in the other direction. It's like it takes the excuses away. Yeah, I have unique things I've been through, but there's some things that are very similar. And if they can do it, I can do it. And instead of being discouraged, I let it inspire me. If they can do it, I can do it. Yeah. So it kind of raises the stakes, right? It raises the bar, but in a good way, in a positive way, and in a realistic way. You guys have heard that term of SMART goals. Staying clean and recovering and doing better is totally a SMART goal, right? It is attainable. It is very specific. It's very relevant, right? It can be measured. And so I just want to encourage you to allow the value of empathy, the spiritual principle empathy to be a part of your life and a part of others. That's how we do it. The therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose.